A new study is suggesting that a large number of COVID survivors are dealing with mental health conditions months later. Researchers looked at the health records from more than 230,000 COVID patients. A little over a third were diagnosed with a neurological or psychiatric condition within 6 months of infection. The most common, anxiety and mood disorders. Also, that same type of diagnosis occurred in 38% of those who had been admitted to the hospital and in 46% of those in the ICU. The U.S. is approaching a major milestone. The White House says by the end of the weekend, nearly half of all adults would have had their first shot. The CDC says nearly 42% of the population over age 18 has received at least one dose of the vaccine. Also, the CDC now projects there will be about 20,000 fewer coronavirus deaths by May 1st, a slight slowdown in the coming weeks. Johns Hopkins University says more than 556,000 people have died from COVID-19 in the U.S. Researchers have developed a vaccination model they say would prevent a substantial number of COVID deaths. The model prioritizes vaccinations based on risk of death and includes 10 factors such as age and body mass index. Researchers estimate that by the time half the population is vaccinated, their model would result in 22% fewer COVID deaths than the phased approach recommended by the CDC. As spring allergy season gets into full swing, doctors have some important reminders about taking antihistamines. Allergy experts say antihistamines are good for treating hay fever or hives, but they do not work for asthma, eczema, or coughs. Also, stick with newer versions like Claritin or Zyrtec. They're more effective, last longer, and have fewer side effects. Stay with us. We'll take one more look at your Wednesday evening weather planner when we return.